Hello everyone, welcome to Obliques work. Today we're going to do 8 minutes of work. The first half will be standing and we'll take the last set of exercises sitting down. So just make sure you have space for that. For the first set of movements, you either take the feet hip width in parallel or feet together. Just make sure your toes are pointing to the front, heels directly pointing to the back. Our first set of movements, we're going to go for chair pose. If you do yoga, you'll be familiar with this position. So hip width or feet together, you're going to sit back, palms at heart center. As you can see, my back is flat, so there should be no arching in the lower back. Draw the belly button in, lengthen through the spine. So there's a flat back here. You want to make sure that your hips are sitting back. You should be able to lift off all 10 toes. Now let's just give our chest a little bit of lift, drawing the shoulder blades down towards the waist. Lift the chest, lengthen the spine, twist to the left. So you're tucking your right elbow on the outside of your left thigh. Let's do a quick check. Look at our kneecaps. Make sure that right kneecap is not popping forward. If it is, draw that right kneecap back. You want your hips to be square. And once you've checked that, you can return your gaze to over your left shoulder. Keep your gaze steady, it will help with your balance. Now you're trying to get your thumbs closer to the middle of your chest by twisting more. Keep the neck long and release back to center. And we take everything to the other side. So just remember, for your lower body, you should feel most of the work in the glutes, hamstring, inner thighs. Remember not to go into the lower back. Lower back should be lengthened, spine is long. Now same thing, do a quick check on your kneecaps. Make sure that your left kneecap is not popping out. You want to align it back by drawing the left hip back. And release. Now we're going to take 2/8 of pulses to the left. So you no longer have to tuck the elbow on the outside of the thigh, just take the twist. We go for 16 sets. You're using the muscles down your left rib cage to try and twist your body while keeping your thumbs at heart center. Your whole upper body is moving as one piece, not just the shoulders or the hands. And we take it to the other side. Now remember what we talked about, the kneecaps being still side by side as we twist. That's an indication of whether our hips are square and whether we're grounded through our lower body. So what we want to do is ground through the lower body, lengthen the upper body up. That creates space for us to twist further. And last one here. And let's do a muscle release here. And fold over our legs, weight over our toes, release your neck. Take some time here. Now I'm just going to move to the top of our mat because we're going into some lunges, so make sure you have space. And back to chair pose, hands at heart center. Now you're going to twist to the left once again, tucking the right elbow outside of the thigh. Now you really want to gather all the strength down your left rib cage and left waist to lift off your right heel. Maybe go on the tippy toes just to test your weight. And we're going to try to float that right leg back to a lunge. So as your chest twists towards your thumbs, your right hip is pulling back, left hip is drawing forward, hips are square. I'm going to take pulses, keeping the twist. You're going to bring your whole upper body up and back down. Tapping that right elbow lightly on your left thigh. You want to really ground through your legs. Your legs are your stability here. Hips are square to the front. Actively drawing that left shoulder back to get your thumbs closer to your chest. And last variation here, we release our hands to the side. Now you want to really reach your fingers away from you. Actively draw your shoulders to be level. Now we're going to raise that right arm up and down for 2/8. Now you really want to lengthen through that left fingers, keeping your left hand very steady. And last one, we hold it there and try and just do a little reach over that left hand. And bring our hands down, release. Bring that right leg in. And bend our knees, fold over your legs. Release all that tension. And straighten back our knees. We are going back into chair pose, taking everything to the other side. So twisting to the right, left elbow outside of your right thigh. And once again, gathering all the energy down your right rib cage and right waist. Floating that left heel up. Keeping that left leg light. And float it back to a lunge with control. And 16 sets of pulses. You want to think of your right waist as like the pivot of all your movement. Your upper body being separated from the lower body from the waist. Just remembering to draw that left hip forward and right hip back, making sure that your hips are square. We want to give ourselves a wide base for stability. last one here. And release the hands to the side. Fingertips reach far, doing a quick check of the squareness of the hips. Drawing that right shoulder back and reaching up and down with the left hand. Reaching far with the right fingers will help you anchor through the right side body. And that will help you overcome the demands of your left hand going up and down, helping to keep the body steady. And last, reach over your right hand, lengthen the left side. Wheel your hands down, release, fold over your legs. And bend your knees, take some time, relax your head and shoulders. And let's lengthen the back of our knees, stretch the back of our legs for a while. And we're going to sit down now, so just adjust your position. And let's go to the floor. And we're going to do a Russian twist here, which is a very common exercise for abs. So we're going to lean back just 45 degrees, make sure that the lower back is not rounded. Now we're going to bring our palms to heart center just like we did just now and twist right and left. Now we want to remember how it felt like for our chest to be drawing towards the thumb as we twist just now. So you want to keep that feeling. Remember that the movement comes from the ribcage and from the waist. We're not twisting from the hands or from the shoulders. We take 8 more at this height. 5, 6, 7, and we go lower down.
Never ever told you things. I was only trying to show you things. I stopped, heart on your neck, tried to froze your ring.
And if you can, we go even lower.
Looking at the rain. Yeah, she's smiling happy, but I'm laughing cause a new man.
Now we go into our last set of movement here and we hold on the left. Now we're going to do slow circular crunches. At all times, you want to think of a string connecting the middle of your chest to your thumbs. And taking it to the other side, take it slow. Remembering to press your back into the mat. Now remembering that this whole set of exercises is to find the muscles near the side of our ribcage and waist. So you really want to try to apply that now that you're really warm. Now I really want you to move with control here. Try and minimize the jerking movement that comes from the back of our neck and shoulders. Now actively pressing your shoulders away from the ears will definitely help with the engagement to be more from the rib cage rather than from the neck and shoulders. And last one on the right and left here. Hope that you're still breathing.
Go over there with that propeller. Walk off my St. Laurent.
And relax. Give your body a little shake. Now I'm just going to give you some suggestions on how you can stretch after this set of exercises. You can lean over one side, or you can use your hand pull on the opposite wrist. Any position that basically stretches the side of the rib cage and the waist, you want to make sure that that top shoulder is drawn back so that you really hit the area that you have just worked. So just some suggestions. Please feel free to take your time, find your own position that works for your body. Thank you and see you at the next class.